The weather's been excellent. We've had no interruptions with wet weather or anything like that during the harvest. Like all harvests, you have a few problems, and we were able to sort through them without a lot of difficulty, and that was the main thing. It's been good.
So what sort of problems? Just operational kind of problems?
Yeah, operational kind of problems. In a few places we had a few stray melons we didn't need, but anyway, we managed to get through those and proceed on and ended up with a good harvest.
Now you're watching with a keen eye these rows of peanuts that are currently being picked up. What exactly is happening as we look down through this window?
The diggers have been through here 2 or 3 days ago, and the peanuts have started the drying process. Then I come along about 3 days later, pick the peanuts up with the front. They go inside the machine, and it's got a series of cylinders in there with pegs on them, and the pegs into mesh, and that's what tears the peanuts off the bush.
With this extra dirt that's collected along with the peanuts, what happens to the excess dirt?
Yeah, well, in this particular crop, you're probably looking at about 10 to 15% of what I send away in the truck over to the silos is dirt. Once it gets to the silos, it goes over a pre-cleaner where the majority of that dirt is taken out. That makes the drying process easier. And also, if you left the dirt in there, then we'd have to pay the freight cost on that per tonne to Kingaroy. So it's a well worthwhile exercise to remove the dirt from within the crop.
Now, you mentioned there's a 3-day waiting time before you can come out here and separate the peanuts. Why does there have to be that wait?
The peanuts, when they come out of the ground, are anything from 35 to 50% moisture, and that's just too high a level to dry down. So, and also the green bushes, if you try to harvest them, are very, very tough, and you tend to damage the peanuts. Ideally, you'd like to leave the peanuts dry down to about 18% moisture before you actually harvest them, and that's the sort of thing we try and aim at.
Why is it important for the peanut itself to be that moisture level?
So the peanuts aren't so dry that they fall off the bush when you're trying to pick them up, because the peanuts are hung onto the bush with a little peg, and that can get brittle, and if it does, it can break before it actually gets in the machine, and so therefore you lose the nut, and that's not what you want to do.
Now, a lot of headers these days seem to have guidance equipment that means basically it's effortless driving a header. Is that where peanut harvesters are heading as well?
Yeah, they could do. I could get guidance systems put on this machine if I wanted, but when you're travelling so low to the dirt on uneven country, I'm just one of the old school believes that you should have your finger on the pulse, so to speak, so that if you come into a dip or something, you don't bury your pickup into the ground, and you're quick enough to lift it up. The other thing is too that sometimes you come across tree roots or stones that have been dug up by the diggers, and guidance systems don't see them very well. It's usually the human eye that picks them up.